So hello everyone and welcome back. In this video we are going to learn that what exactly are Java variables and the different type of variables that is available in Java programming language. So as we all know that variable is nothing but it is a container that is going to store some data, and that variable is going to have a data type, right? That specifies that this particular variable is going to store the variable of a following data type. So let's take an example. So let's just begin. So I will be first saving my file here, and I will be just saving as variable.java. Okay, and I will be just building a Java class. Okay, and the Java class is named as variable by default because it is a public class. And let's just continue with this class. So suppose I am declaring a variable that is int var. So here var is basically the variable name. Okay, and int here is the data type of that variable. That means that this particular variable var is going to store integer data type only. Okay, now the variables in Java programming language are basically of three types, and these three types are as follow. The first type of variable is local variable, the second is instance variable, and the third is static variable. So let's have a look at what are local variables, what is instance variable, and what is static variable. So local variables are those variables that is used inside some method, and the lifetime of that variable is within its method only. Okay, and the class is unaware about the variables that is used in the method. A local variable cannot be defined as static. Okay, other than it, there is an instance variable. Instance variable is a variable that is declared inside the class, but it is outside the body of the method. That is, it is not present in the body of method, some method that is present in the class. It is known as instance variable. Further, the instance variable is a variable that is not declared as static, because if you declare a variable in a class with a static keyword, then the variable becomes static variable. So this is a static variable definition, that is a variable which is declared as static is called a static variable. Okay, and it cannot be local, as I said in the local variable also, that you cannot define local variable as static. That is, the variable that is present in some method cannot be declared as static. Now the static variable has a following capacity, that is it always shares one copy with all the instance of the class, that is all the object of the class. Okay, and the memory allocation for static variable happens only once when the class is loaded into the memory. Okay, so this is the following point that you should remember in the case of static variable, that the memory allocation for static variable happens only once when the class is loaded, and other than it, only a single copy of the static variable is shared among all the objects of the class. Remember that instance variable is a variable that can be used in the method. Okay, but we have to declare it in the class. Now let's see the different example in the coding part. Now this particular variable is basically an instance variable, so I will write here comment as instance variable. Now if I want to declare a static variable, then I am going to write static static. Then I will write the data type of the variable, that is what variable I want to store and its data type. Okay, so data type would be int, and I will declare the variable as var2. So this is the basically the process by which you declare a static variable. So let me just write the comment that it's a static variable. So static. Now when you are talking about local variable, then I will be writing a local method. Okay, and it would be named as void local, and in this particular method I'm just going to declare a variable that is int num3. So when a variable is declared in a local method, okay, then that particular variable is known as local variable, and the lifetime of that local variable is basically in the method itself. Once the method, that is local method, is executed, the int num3 variable is gone out of life, that is the memory is deallocated. Okay, so I will just write here local. So this is the concept of variables. So variable is always declared with a data type. The data type can be of integer, then character, then boolean, then you can also use double, float. So these are the following data types that is available in the case of Java. And this is all about the variables that is present in the Java. Variable is a class name here, and you are declaring a method here, and this particular method is having a variable inside it, therefore it is known as local variable. The lifetime of this local variable is till the local method gets executed. The static int var2 means this particular variable 2 is declared as static, that is only one copy of this variable would be shared by all the objects of the class. Other than it, it is always, that is the memory allocation of static variable is always done once in the case of Java class. Other than it, this is instance variable. It can be accessed by the method itself, okay, that is present in the class, but you have to declare this particular variable in the class section. So I hope that you like this video. In the next session, we are going to cover the concept of data types in Java. So thank you once again. Have a great day.